And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Factorio in our 1.0 series. Alright, I would like to get a craft or a setup going. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's what I need. 3, 2, and 1. Well, I could take this opportunity to show a way of organizing inserters, because you can do this with all vanilla inserters too. You just need the long-handed ones. All right, I would like to split this off, and we're gonna skip around all of this stuff, and we're gonna go up like that, just so there's nothing cluttering up. All right, so these are require 3 different ingredients, all 3 of which are going to be on a on their own belt for reasons. Because I want to show this off here. Okay, so we did a similar setup to our science down there, but I wanted to show this working for this. So you would need basically 1 regular inserter and then 2 long-handed inserters for each setup, right? Okay, so here, like that. Now, you want the opposite on this side of things. So over here, because the belt are going to run along this way, and we're going to have one side skipped over like this. Let's see. How do we want to do this? And then the other side is going to be basically, if I can remember right, well, my brain hurts. So you see how this one is, right here? Well, we can't do that there. We have to do it like this and then like that. It has to be sort of a mirrored image of what we have over here. So those 2, those 2, those 4, those 2, those 2, like that. And that gives you an idea where your undergrounds need to go. Okay, and then that one goes there. All right, let's get these powered as best we can. Ideally, you would have something right in the middle to power all of these, because you could power all these right in the middle, but barring that, I think we're going to have to go like this. And then power it up on the outside like that. That gets rid of all the flashiness, which is good. All right. So here we have these taking off the inside belt here. Those are fine, as well as these. These are fine. But these need to access, belts further away. Now, normally I would have this one down here, but either way it works. So you can see that's putting on, it's grabbing from this belt and putting down on here. So we need the one that's next to the undergrounds to do that. Same thing here. The ones next to the underground. So that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. Okay, this one needs to grab from further away and put it close. So you can see, boink, there we go. Now it's grabbing from this far one and putting it there. Okay, so that means this one and this one. This one and this one. So the middle ones on each one of these banks, the middle 2, and then this final one back here. So that should be, you can see it cascade there to there to there, there to there to there. And now we're capturing all of those belts and all of the things and stuff on those belts. Let's get some light up in here. So that is the input for all of these. The output, we're going to do the same sort of thing for the output. And I would like to grab some stack inserters, and that should allow me to make some red goodies here. Now, instead of having these wrap all the way down, coming all the way down here and tying it in, I think I'm going to tie these in up here. Nothing has to change as far as the inserters. I'm just picking a different spot to insert or to supply all of these, and I can cut it there, and there you go. Now we are bringing them in from this outside here. Let's underground under here, and this will be where we build those up. Now I think we're going to give ourselves a little bit more space for some extra machines in case we want them. These are some big old fat trees, aren't they? Look at those trees. So we're going to join them up here. And this is where we want a buffer chest with the input and output. Like so. There's so many trees. It's the one thing that really hurts when I record this game is all of the trees are just everywhere. What we're gonna do is, instead of tying it into that one, I'm gonna hop under this and tie it into that one, because this one will likely be military science, which will come from way up further up here, which I just want a nice direct straight route into there. And we're gonna cut this off for a bit. Well, I am out of power poles. Okay, let's turn that off and grab some of these. Oh, of course, those don't match up. Of course they don't. Something like that. Okay, now we need to actually supply the things and the stuff. Okay, so engines is one of them. Well, I don't need engines on the bus. Nothing other than Blue Science uses engines in the quantities that would require a bus run. So we are going to not put those on the bus. We are going to bring those right over, and I'm going to need more undergrounds. I go through undergrounds like candy. Let's go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, right there. Okay. So now, trying to find my midpoint lines, and this is right in the way, because of course it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is. Get as far over as possible. You never know what you're going to need on the bus, so we're going to pull these and bring those right in like that. And there's engines ready to go. And they load in 4 because it's 2 apiece. 1 engine per Blue Science. Okay, the next step is going to be red circuits. And red circuits we can more or less put in line But we got to be careful because sulfur is down here somewhere, right next to plastic. And so let's bring sulfur up. So sulfur is right here. Skipping over the rest of the belt. Figuring out where we're going to go from here. Just because the process of doing these splitters and you know, managing the resources on the bus can get a little iffy, because you need a certain number of squares in order to run this stuff. And if you don't do it right, so okay, so I think it would be best to do my reds there, and then my sulfur there. Because if you do it backwards, I mean, it can cause problems. Just trust me on that. It can cause some problems. So there's my thing there. Thing there. Okay, you go in there, you go in there. You go there. And finally, red circuits go there. Okay, there's my sulfur. And my red circuits. So let's get sulfur loaded in, and it's just one of those, so it's not a whole lot of sulfur consumption. Red circuits, however, big consumer. Big. So a lot of circuits. You can see how they're a little delayed, because they have to do a lot of stretching in order to fit and rotate and all that kind of stuff. But the craft times on these are so long, 24 seconds per craft, that you really don't need the high throughput and efficiency of the inserters. You just don't. And this is going to make, I have 6 down here and 6, so that's 12. This is going to make 24 every 24 seconds. So this is 1 a second of Blue Science crafting, which is a pretty good throughput. And we have room for a whole lot more. But there you go. Our first 24 Blue Science are ready to go. And our pollution cloud is, ooh, it's now tickling this up here. So that's a very, very, very bad thing. Meaning I need to come down here and grab some ammo. And maybe a stack of turrets or 2. And we're going to come up here and put a little defensive line in. This is kind of how it starts. So let's get a defensive line started. Just arbitrary line. And then we're going to want some turrets. Remember, always leave a gap. Leave a gap between your wall and your turret. Sometimes biters can sneak in there and they can bite your turret through the wall. So leave a gap, and hopefully that doesn't happen. With enough turrets, you should get enough crossfire where they, it takes them down a lot faster. I'm leaving a gap of 2 in between. Just, again, arbitrary. You can set it up however you deem necessary. And we're going to have to, get these. So I'm going to hold Control and just click across. And they eat putty, 31 in each one, which is a good start. Normally, when you would, if you'd feed them off of a belt, they'd only hold 5. Because if they blow up, that's gone. It's over. But we're not evolved enough right now to be too concerned with that. But if they come down for an attack, they're going to hit that wall, and they should get obliterated. Should being the operative word. And in that time, look at that, 128 of those already. I mean, it's enough. Let's see, what is... Oh, we already had some turret action. Look at that. Boy, did that go in just in time. Yeah, that was literally seconds went by. Okay, so let's turn pollution off for a second so we can see the nice bit here. I had to hook this iron up, but I need to reconfigure this, mainly because these are not running. Okay, and I want these to finish. These will finish first, but I want these to finish before these kick on. Right? Which is it would be kind of hard to do. So I do need to reconfigure that. All right, 176. I think that's enough to get the next level. Advanced wood processing is 150. So it is enough. Oh no, that's wood gasification. Where's my... There it is. Advanced oil process. Oh, a 75? Okay, yeah. Let's hook these up. Get those distributed. It's amazing. 175 did not look all that many. What's our power doing? Power is... We're tickling the edge, to be fair. Alright, so there's the end of our big supply of blues. But we should have enough to go, in all of the things. There we go. And get a little bit more. I want to kick this off. No, not that one. There it is. It's only 75, and we can start being far, far more efficient with our oil. So these will probably use the 2 that are in there. I've tried to time it, so these just happen to pass. No, it's not going to be good. Yep. Well, at least we get a few that restocked. Because when these cut out, when these run out, like this one is about to run out, it doesn't help us because it shuts down, and it just takes longer. Yeah, it's just going to take longer for that research to finish. So you want these to be well supplied. There we go. Excellent. That should be enough to finish that off, and then we have access to the advanced oil processing, which is far more efficient than what we have right now. Because right now it is pretty bad. I don't even know what category that would be in. I don't know if it... There it is. Basic oil processing. 100 oil gives you only 45 gas. Whereas this one is 100 oil, gives you 55 gas, plus a whole lot of other things. So it's it's just better, all around better. All right, and that's always the first blue science research I do. Granted, there's a bunch more. Lubricant is also a good one to get right away, because you're going to want to start stockpiling this stuff. Lasers, if we want to go laser turrets, you got to get the lasers. And then we're going to need military science and then laser turrets. But we need military science before we can jump into laser turrets. And we're going to need batteries as well. And batteries are relatively simple. Sulfuric acid, which is, again, relatively simple to make. And batteries are also relatively simple. So we'll be getting into batteries in a few episodes. But for now, I want to head down to our oil processing. Let's see how many chemical. We got 30 chemical plants. Let's get some more. Oh, we got plenty of tanks. Let's get some more tanks. We're gonna need a lot more pumps. Let me grab a stack of engine units. Oh, get off the belt. Grab a stack of those. Let's see, what else might we need? Steel, engine unit, pipe. We're gonna need more pipe. Pipe is up in my mall. I've had a few comments, interested in how I tackle oil, and so I want to make sure to do this in a way that is understandable and people can learn from it. That's the whole point of this series. So we've got pipes, we've got chemical plants, we've got storage tanks, we've got some belt, more inserters than I could even count. Yeah, I think we're doing good. Let's check our pollution. We've got this area covered. I don't see any more potential possible attacks, because our pollution isn't anywhere close. Right in here might be, and right in here might be, but we've already got this covered. And if they swoop down and happen to pass all of these, they'll get hit with these over here. So I think we're okay to go down and refactor our oil. So our oil is far, far, far more efficient. And let's check power. Yeah, before we... Ooh, yeah, see? We're dipping down. We're dipping down into our power. Not a good situation. We are going to need... Well, once that's done, are we gonna calm it down a little bit? Yeah, we're gonna need another power setup, which is gonna use a ton of iron. So I kind of want to wait until this iron is complete, is backed up and calm. And you can see our pollution. You can see pollution in water. You can see the green haze of the pollution in there. Yeah, that was a recent addition. Polluted water. All right, well, I'm gonna come down here and get ready to refactor all of this, and yeah, we'll come back and set up an official advanced oil processing system. All right, well, that's gonna do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.